welcome to Vitra. My name is Nigel Scott Williams. I'm the Regional Director of the East Coast region for North America and Key Account Manager. Our booth this year is the same location as last year, double height. There's an upstairs. What's unique is the fir wood here. This is actually, they are pallets. It's part of our sustainable story. They're rented. We built this thing in a matter of days. They were trucked in, and they will then move on in a cradle-to-cradle situation to be used for off-shutter concrete. So there will be buildings where they will use these in the off-shutter concrete form. So it's temporarily a rental thing, and it keeps going on to be used. And that was the entire booth was constructed basically in, I think, about 2 days they trucked this in. So it's all very renewable, recyclable, and very natural, and I think part of the greater community sustainability. Well, over here, this is Antonio Cicero's ad hoc system, which is our oldest system. I think Vitra was most well known for ad hoc, and it is actually still our largest installed base in the United States. Initially, we did about 2,100 stations 10 years ago for Gannett USA Today. People who've had the original ad hoc and the ad hoc 2, they're compatible, you can keep adding on. This has a few subtle changes and enhancements which really take it to new heights, literally. The key thing being in the leg, the ability to put in the extension piece and actually have freestanding and adjusting the different heights. You can put different spaces in there and change the height. As we move more to open plan and more mobile storage and people bring more accessories and stuff with them, the screen, which is the same principle it's always had, has been beefed up. Strong accessory rail, you can hang more on it, mount more on it. So this is a new detail on top. But the concept of the P-rail, which I think you should catch a picture over here, you see these? This was the original genius of ad hoc. These P-rails, which everything either sat on or suspended from, and you can pull this cap off and extend the rail and keep going. So you can just continue to expand by adding to this rail. There was the C-shaped leg, the T-leg. This is a new version of it with the height adjustability element in the bottom. But this is the classic key thing, the double rail with the boxes mounted above or hanging below. You have, of course, the fixed bed to the floor. I think the beauty of this aesthetic is the idea of everything suspended, very European, takes us back to the original ad hoc, but it's a whole lot of new enhancements. One of the nice details, if you look at this, very, very Vitra engineering thing, looks like the flat back of the panel. This little change there, so you simply, with the texture on the front, can push it and then it pops right out and comes forward and is flush. Very beautiful, simple, very typical Citerio ingenuity right there. Introduced in the Milan Furniture Fair this year, Citerio's Suite sofa. You'll see behind us the chairs in the high back, this raised element on it. Lower version here, but a whole lot of possible configurations. The tables on the back and on the side, so it's almost like a kit of parts on a very tight, lightweight frame. So a new aesthetic, but a lot of traditional references from early mid-century modern pieces. Of course, shown with the Eames chair. The suite, it's not new, it's new for Orgatec, but it was launched in the home show in the Milan Furniture Fair in April this year. This is it here in leather. Kubo is actually the Japanese word for aircraft carrier. When the aircraft carrier, everything is underneath this flat surface. The planes will land and all the works and the secret stuff is down below. This is a table with a huge electrical capability. When it's closed, completely flat, like a runway, but all these ports open up where people can come in with their laptops, team together, leave, go to lunch, just lock everything in there. There is a small key detail here. You don't open this on its own, you turn the little to release it. So when you go and you store your stuff, you take the key with you. So you can always come back to your position and your stuff was secured rather than having unsecured laptops on a team table situation. So Unix, there's the four-leg that's not on casters, then on casters, this is in the diamond mesh. Then there is the task chair on the 5-star with a height adjustable, a sled base, a complete family of very elegant pull-up side chairs, conference meeting, and so on, all again in this patented to us unique diamond mesh, which really isn't a mesh, but nobody else has it, nobody else can have it. This is also going to give us a sort of signature look. It'll be like, identified as Vitra. This is our mesh and nobody else has it. The new color tone introduced is this. We always had a soft light and off-white color. Now there's this medium dove gray tone. They've been calling it dim gray right now. I think we might change the term in the English language market, because dim gray probably doesn't imply the right thing. But that is a new color, giving them more white aesthetic. The white aesthetic you see on the workstation is driven by the sustainability thing, increasing the amount of reflected light in the ambient light in the interior of your office, so your lower lumens are required, therefore less energy is used. Dark surfaces and dark furniture is counterproductive to a sustainable story in terms of how much energy you need to produce a satisfactory light level in the interior of your office.